Well, it's a rainy day, so I'm up here on the balcony again at the front door of the temple, kind of going on with things. I was down looking at the beautiful flowers in downtown DC, the Cherry Blossom Festival yesterday. That was really quite something. I was talking with someone this morning, an old friend, and we got to talking about spiritual life and about being a monastic. And it's been 21 years for me now. And I'm not naturally a monk. I mean, it's really at times been a real slog for me. I have to say that it's taken a lot of effort and a lot of discipline because I just didn't have any of the good samskaras or natural graces that some of my brothers seem to have that carry them so nicely through this life. And a friend was asking me, he's like, well, why do you do it? Why do you stick with it? You know, he knows over the years there's been times where I've thought to myself, well, I can't possibly do this anymore. And here I am. I'm still sticking with it, still in the midst of it. So I was thinking to myself, what are some of the reasons that I do it? And I think that really there's a great joy in it at some level because you're always working on being a better person. On opening your heart, on being more patient, on being more forgiving, on being less arrogant, less presumptuous, in the world. And I think when you've been working on that for 20 years and you do see a little bit of a difference, you do see a little bit of a change, there's a great deal of satisfaction in that. Because that's a worthwhile thing in life. Building your character is a worthwhile endeavor. Knowing the truth of existence, of what you are and what life is about. There's a real value in that. And coming to a place where you live it, where it becomes apparent to you, that you're not living in a world of make-believe anymore, that your spiritual life actually becomes a bit more experiential, not in the woo-woo kind of way, but in a very real way, in a different comfort with your body, a different comfort with your mind, a certain stability in the way that you are in the world. I think the difficulty of it really helps you build a humility because you come to know how long it takes to change even the slightest characteristics that you have. Being just a little bit more patient, it's amazing how many years of effort it takes to actually move that patience needle or that compassion needle just a little bit, or that control of anger or that control of desire. The moodiness, bringing the moodiness, within the purveyance of control that you can be in charge of. All of those disciplines bring a great deal of joy and satisfaction as you do see over 20 years the needle move a little bit. It makes you kinder, makes you more ready to forgive when you realize how hard it is to be a nice person, how difficult it is to care and to be invested in other people's well-being and other people's lives. It develops a certain gracefulness because you begin to understand the need for grace, how much forgiveness you've had to give yourself, how much patience you've had to show yourself over the years. And it makes you more willing to keep giving in that way, to be patient with people, to be gracious with people, to be merciful with people. I think it builds, if you're doing it right, it builds a real awareness of your shortcomings inside. And because of the grace and the beautiful, I guess, tools of contemplation about love and about mercy and about grace and transcendence of our limitations, all of those are beautiful things that as your awareness of self grows, your need for employing those perspectives for yourself grow also. And so I think that's one of the reasons that has kept me going and kept me pushing. I think also a certain level of at least some inner peace. I say that because I still struggle a great deal. But there is an inner peace, there is a place that has been discovered deep within that is still and is quiet and is content. And I don't always go there. I don't always take refuge in there. But having it there Having discovered it some 8 or 10 or 12 years into the monastery experience, helped a great deal. And it has become part and parcel of my day-to-day. I think that I'm able to endure things that I would never have been able to put up with before, namely my own moods. So that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. There's a lot of satisfaction in all of those things. And you know, with life, you've got to do something with it. You can either go out and make a life of fulfilling your pleasures, whatever those might be. That's a lot of work, takes a lot of energy, and it's pretty repetitious in that sense. You can go out and become a super academic if you want, learn a lot of stuff and see where that takes you. But the fact that we're here and that we have to spend our life on something, I think mastering love, manifesting love, developing a strong character, I think those endeavors are just as good, if not slightly more satisfying than most of the other options. And so we keep getting up and keep trying again, and we keep going forward. And in the end, it'll be grace that lays us down.